Ladies and gentlemen, it's late night here at the Chapman House. Creatus, Kyle, the man, is... So did I leave this running? Yes, I did. I'm going to chop up some rocks. Because I like to eat rocks for breakfast. Kyle, what are you working on?
I don't know.
He does not know.
What, like, you just can't break up these rocks over here?
Yeah. Figured I'd run our little rock breaker.
Hi, Poo Poo Pants.
Hi, Poo Poo Face.
Hi, Poo Poo Pants.
What's up?
How are you?
We are making forestry fun. Oh, I was running that over.
Make forestry fun again.
Make for Mafa.
How's that going?
Wait, no, it'll be Mufa. Mufa.
How's that going?
Good.
Yeah?
I am getting sleepy though.
Are you bored laughing and having fun?
Yeah, I'm so used to getting up at 7 o'clock though. I'm starting to wane. Like I've been up past 11, and it's like, oh, I gotta go to bed. I'm old. I'm old and ugly. I'm gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Wow, that just broke them into all kinds of piles. Look at that tiny little pile. Oh, that rock.
It's like super dense, though.
Super dense tiny pile. I thought I saw another rock back here. It was in loving need of my tender strokes.
Ew.
Ew. Oh my god, we have to mulch all of this. Ugh. I suppose we could just leave this, maybe. Of course, there's giant stumps in here. Frig. I could also just stump grinder. Did you miss?
I was trying to dump it in there, and all of a sudden the loader just leapt forward and dumped a bunch of it off the other side.
I see that. We have the rock splitter, or Pricus Magus.
I can't believe there wasn't a rock splitter for the big Volvo. That's like the one machine. That's like one of its ultimate tasks.
Rock crushing? Yeah, which one? You're talking about the tree cutter?
The excavator?
Yeah. Yeah, because they do that, don't they?
Like, that's your one job.
You had one job.
There's a whole variant of your machine dedicated to that.
The last 20 seconds of me doing this has defined the word FFF, FS, F. Never mind. This is what happens when I'm tired. I can't talk. Take that off.
I kind of like this little dirt patch over here for our bigger equipment.
Should we make it an official parking lot? Oh, that right there? Like, you leave the... We got all this nice cleared land, and then we parked the equipment like on the grass.
I mean, now we got that little concrete patch over there to park on.
Yeah. Find some stumps to grind. There's one. Set for stun. You want to go bring me a tea?
Nope.
I brought you a tea. You're gonna go and get into bed? Get into the bed.
What do we do with this rock? I don't remember.
Oh, when we have the trailer full, we'll take it up to the mine, and there's a rock crusher there. And then we can get the iron ore that's there and bring it back down.
Well, I mean, this thing's at 82.
Yeah, you want to go? If you want to run up there, you can. It's a bit of a hike.
Come on, little Volvo, you can do it.
Come on, little Volvo, you can do it. Yes, you can.
We got to take the loader up there too. If we
No,
wanna...
there's one up there. There's a bucket up there. Oi.
I'm gonna go and get into bed, but I'm not going to sleep because we're expecting bad weather in the next 20 minutes.
So you want me to stay up and be the man of the house until it passes?
Yeah, like actually do your job for once.
Get
Wow.
out. Who takes care of you all the time?
I think the other way around. Who takes care of you all the time?
I mean, okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know, you do.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
No, it really isn't.
I bring you money and items to use on the stove, and then you cook it and feed it to me and yourself.
Wow.
That's what we do.
And I clean the utensils.
The utensils. Yeah.
And I make sure you have clean clothes.
Oh yeah. Well, not really. You wash the clothes and then stick them on top of the washer.
Isn't that still guaranteeing
No,
that you've got clean clothes?
No, because then they fall on the floor and then we have to wash them again.
Alpha, why have you got a deer in your shed?
I don't know. He likes to hang out. They like wood chips. They like the smell.
Right.
They use it as potty.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like.
Right.
It's like there's a stump back here. Just like a rabbit.
Oh.
That's like the one way to find stumps. Just drive back and forth with some part of your machine down. It'll find them.
It'll dragging the bot like dragging butt.
Yeah, just push the push that log grinder around without it being on. Just push it around. You'll slam into a log. Oh, this is such a boring drive.
I know, it's so long. Percy is a naughty boy.
Did I tell a worker to do this?
He's a naughty puppy.
Set destination to right there. Target is unreachable.
Yep. Didn't work. Try again.
Keep trying, it'll do it. You might have to maybe put it to the bottom of the hill and then drive it up the hill.
Yeah, it's usually what I do.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so you already did. Yeah. Oh. Screwed. Dayton gets screwed.
Oh, it's because I'm on a bridge.
I didn't know that
can't
made a difference.
Because when you start the path, it calculates from the ground.
Oh,
and then
it
build the
can't because
path.
you're in the middle of the air.
Yeah, and so when it finally tries to do it, I'm in the air, and it goes, oh, I can't reach the path anymore. It's below me. All right. Now let's try. Yeah, see? Now it's doing it.
Do it.
Yeah, and if you make the path before the bridge, it can calculate the bridge and, calculate the driving over it.
Okay.
But you can't do it on the bridge because it'll try to make a path on the ground below the bridge, and then it freaks out and has a stroke.
No strokes. Different strokes to move the world. Yes,
And it gets all weird, starts driving like a British person on the wrong side of the road. And...
like my wife. Thankfully, she doesn't.
Ooh, I saw something pretty unique to my area.
What's that?
A guy had a JDM Integra.
Wait a minute.
He had an actual Japanese Integra.
Oh, he was
Sits
driving on
on
the
the-
other side. He was driving on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm sitting there waiting to make my turn on San Juan Boulevard, and I look down the road and I see a car coming at me with only a passenger. And I was like, well, that's not right.
You're like, what is that?
What's going
That's
on
really
here?
cool.
And then as he goes by, I see him holding onto the steering wheel, and I was like, oh.
Actual Japanese car. I don't know if I would spend the money on an Integra. I mean, they're not very fast. Oh, shoot. What the?
No, but I mean,
no.
you can't claim that, that JDM, provenance it's got,
Right.
Like your Integra's American.
Yeah, mine's the actual
Mine is actually Japanese, so it doesn't matter if it's slow.
It is funny. It's definitely a collector's car. Like, there's definitely people out there that are just, like, totally all about the Integra.
Well, yeah.
And then there's those guys that they just want it because they want to rip the engine out and put it in their Honda.
Yeah. But the guy that he does all the businesses call him and he finds the parts and gives us the order.
Okay.
He actually has an Integra, but his is an American one. But he's got it all rice burnered out.
Yeah, you can push them pretty far. They do push pretty hard. I'm pretty happy with my car. It's decently fast. It's faster than the new Integra. And it's faster than the new Honda SI too.
I just want a Maverick.
The Maverick. That's the pickup truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Used to be a car, now it's a pickup.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. It was a pickup or a car, wasn't it? Yes, Seth. What kind of charger block? For what? Is it iPhone? I might. So in the trunk of my car is my work laptop, and in the side pocket there's my iPhone headphones, like my earbuds, and I think there's a charger block in there. But make sure it goes back in there when you're done with it. Thank you. Enjoy.
Asking an awful lot of this little tractor.
So when does the Maverick hit? It's a Ford, right?
Yeah. It's already a thing. It's been a thing for a couple of years now.
Or have they been out for a while? Okay. And they're like, I saw one of the new Rangers yesterday. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's little, just like the Ranger. I was like, that's still a little pickup truck. I like that.
Well,
And it still looks like
all of Ford's trucks have gotten progressively fatter over the years.
fatter.
Because the F-350 of now is the 650 of the 90s. The F-150 of now is the F-350 of the 90s. The Ranger now is the F-150 of the 90s. And so they had to make a whole new truck to be the Ranger of the 90s, which is the Maverick.
Yeah, the F-350 is a pretty big freaking truck. And like, isn't it, once you get above the 250, aren't they all the same, just bigger motors and stuff?
Well, the 250, 350, and 450 are all basically the same truck. They just put in like different transmissions and suspensions. And then the 550, 650 is, beefed up everything.
Right.
And then the 750, 850, 950s are the basically semi trucks.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. That's all I got, Soup. Seth. Oh, you want to use it down there, though, don't you?
There, Volvo.
Wait, what happened?
Just the Volvo wasn't stopping.
Are you at there yet, or are you still driving there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Already dropped off. I don't remember how much we made.
Is there a lot of ore to bring back? No, you don't bring much. That's about $1,000.
It's a pretty solid pile.
Cool. Okay. Load it into the steel factory, and we'll make it into steel. It's a steel. Get it.
I don't know what happened to this loader. This thing looks beat up.
It's theirs. You're talking about their front end loader?
Yeah.
Little grasshopper.
I don't know what they did to it, but
not take care of it.
It's done some living from the last time we used it.
It just gets progressively worse with time.
Oops.
I'm gonna get myself 2 new pairs of glasses. I finally got vision coverage.
Well, you're working for the government now, aren't you?
That's correct.
Getting in on that sweet, sweet government insurance.
Yeah, and the terrible, terrible pay.
Well, see, that's how they get you. Is they pay you like crap so they can give you everything else for free.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue with that. It's not free, but it's cheap. Family plan, healthcare, $100 a month. I'm sorry, $200 a month. It's 100 a month. Dental, like the good plan, $30 a month. Vision, $15 a month, or 12 or something like that. $50,000 life insurance, free. Oh, what's that? Now, they gave us deadfall. Is it true that the deadfall, it doesn't really matter? Like, some people were saying, like, deadfall isn't worth as much as other would, and...
I haven't noticed anything about the standing dead that makes it any different than any of the other trees.
It definitely looks different. Like, you can... That's kind of cool that they did that, actually. If you look at, like...
It seems like it might be a role-play tree.
Yeah.
Because there are lumber companies that will drive through an entire forest looking for standing dead.
Yeah, because they might use it for certain... Like, if you want some really dry wood for something... Maybe
well, it's more like a forestry regulations thing.
Yeah, well, that too. But, like, dry wood is better to work with because, like, wet wood is going to change as it dries out. So the drier... Of course, rotted is something different, but they look different. That's cool. Like, the cores look different.
All right.
That's the first time I've noticed that. Are these deadwood? These are not deadwood, right? Nope, lodgepole. That's really cool. What the frick is going on?
Oh, I felt the trailer, but there's still a ton of rock here.
Where's that?
Up here at the...
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just bring it down as we get it. The factory can only process it so fast, you know what I mean? So it's like...
Oh, I need it. Oops. Okay, back up here. Over to this thing. Turn that off. Alright, back into the tractor.
What the heck are these dogs doing? I got this tree. It's making me want to scream. Got a little tree here. It will not let me get past with this other tree. I'm trying to get it far enough out that I can get around it, but I'm just not. There we go. That might have done it.
Yeah, there's a, what is this? This is a different path. What's going on here?
Make sure if you're going on new paths that you keep your eyes open for statues.
Oh no, I turned wrong and
Perfect.
I'm just taking the different road out of the lumber mill.
We could definitely use a statue about now.
I don't think I'm gonna find a statue because it's too close to the one we found at the top of the.
Oh yeah.
Top of the mine.
I know there's 2 in the mine area, but I think I've gotten them already. I got to go look at the. I mean, I don't know which ones are which anyway, but I got to go look at the. There's a crow in here. Oops. That's okay. This is backwards. Look at all that nice lumber I cut.
All right. Set destination. Close enough. All right. I need to go let my dogs in.
Okay. I will be dragging logs while you're doing that. Arf, arf, arf. Everybody use your gosh darn turn signals. Do 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 do. Diddly 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 diddly. Attached to the yarder. Attached to the yarder. Can I do this one too? We're gonna do one more. We'll grab. Nope. These are 2. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna pull those. Okay. Well, not yet. No, I have to go to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed after the storm passes. Let's see here. We're gonna go add this. Roni's calling you. Follow me back, Echo Flex. See if it hits the... Why are they dragging out to the side? Just for fun, just so they can bash into my front loader. Alright, so then we're going to lift them up.
All right, I'm back.
Kyle has returned.
And while I was gone, the tractor drove like half a mile.
Right, right, because it's probably a pretty heavy load, and then the AI drivers aren't very good.
It's downhill. There's no reason for it to take this long.
Well, that's a good point. That's how I am sometimes, though. I move slow. All right. A couple more logs. Yeah. There's one.
All right. This is going to take forever, so... Oh. Oh, okay. You're dragging just in front.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to pull it back a little bit, you can.
That's fine. Is that thing coming back towards me?
Yeah, I'm pulling it. Trying to pull it up so it lifts the logs. And now it's going to drop the logs. If I tell it to. Did you see all those nice lumbers I cut down?
Yeah.
We've done a lot of choppy chop tonight.
we sell the ore, or do we have to turn it into?
You have to turn
Product.
it into product, yeah. It just dumps into that mine or into the factory that we've built. But it's free. That's the great part. So once you got it going, once you build it, it's free income.
Wonder how many people are exploiting the fact that now you can get an iron mine like as a structure on your farm, and they just have it pumping directly into
right.
the factory.
Okay, that thing decided to take off with the logs. I'm not very happy about that. What the? Come back. Nobody told you could leave yet. Okay, well, I guess those are too far, so now we got to bring them back. Dang it. Raise them up and bring them back. Nope, I want them down. I don't... No, that's not... No. Whoa. Sometimes these do exactly what I want them to do. And most of the time, not. Even close. Well, each little piece is victory, I guess. Shut up, dog! Alfie is terrified of Gromit. And Percy has some bite marks on his ear from last time Gromit was here. They just do not get... Have you ever had dogs that don't get along? Kyle?
Once, but like I kind of got him over it.
Yeah, these two do. I mean, like it is. They go into fight mode. How'd you get them to stop?
They fought, and then I grabbed them by the collars, pinned them to the floor, like nose to nose, and held them there until they got over it. They quit growling, and then when I let them up, they sniffed each other out, and that was the end of it.
Huh. Let them know
But
I'm the boss here. Neither of you are alpha. That would be me.
Yeah, so I kind of just bullied them into behaving.
Were they both your dogs, or was it when you had your was it your brother's dog?
Well, I still have my brother's dog, but it's basically my dog now.
Okay. Yeah,
But,
when it goes past like 4 years, that's it's usually a sign that this is my dog now. Like you've had your brother's dog as long as I've known you.
yeah.
That's pretty much your dog now.
Stop.
So, but it was when we had our very first dog, Sully, and I had Mike, and they were okay with each other until I got Sophie.
Add the female into the mix, right?
Yeah, and then they started to fight, and so I caught him in the middle of a big fight, and where is this guy going?
Who are you looking at?
What is this pathing?
Oh, you're trying to get to go back up to have him go back up to the mill?
Yeah. Well, now I'm just curious. I just want to see where he goes.
All right, hang on one second. I'm gonna get the dog. Let's bring this on back. The Fleckoflex. It's funny because
so I just drove into a lake.
Oh, you did?
Coming back up on the road. I'm not. It's whatever the AI is doing. But it just drove through a lake. Yeah. Got back up on the road. All I did was tilted just in front of the mine.
It's a pretty curvy road, though, which I'm not trying to make excuses for it, but that's probably why we're having trouble with it.
I'm hoping it takes a left up here. All right, yep, taking a left. So it might be taking the dirt roads through the forest.
The dirt roads through the forest. And that's it, huh? Frig. Okay, bring it back.
Okay, the boatyard.
What'd you do?
Oh, I'm just looking around the map while the driver's lost.
Is he like totally off base, or?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see what happens about going across this river up here. All right, made it across the river.
Jordan River is chilly and cold. Meet your brother on the other side.
And cross one more bridge.
Two more little logs.
Oh, all right. I guess we're just going to keep on going.
Keep on going.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Just take over.
Well, like now I'm just like, I'm curious, like what algorithm is... What is the algorithm guiding this tractor right now? Because it came back just fine.
Right.
Oh, we're just going to drive across forest now. All right. Dodging trees.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is impressive. He's actually like dodging trees.
He's almost there. He's almost there. What tractor is up there? Oh, the dump truck is up there. The mini dump.
The only thing it's good for is potatoes.
Yeah, and it's actually probably pretty good at that too. But yeah. It's very small. It's small. One more. One more log.
Dirt road.
Oh, I forgot to call it. That's all right. I'll be here in a second. Here comes the Echoflex.
The what?
That's the name of the yarder. It's an Echoflex. Oh. Which sounds to me awfully much like a guitar pedal. He's just too far away. Okay. Thank you, yarder. I got one that's too far. A log too far.
Just poke it with the excavator.
I'm not really that much into it. I'm just gonna push it around the. I'll come get it with the backhoe or whatever you call. Not the backhoe, the front loader. What do we call these in America? Are they called wheel loaders in America?
Yeah.
Or front end loader?
I've heard either. Yeah. I think more commonly wheel loader.
Okay.
Front end loader is like kind of like when they just take a tractor and put a loader, put a bucket on the front.
Okay, that's a front end loader.
Yeah. But then they remove all the tractorness of it. It's just a loader.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
They take off the 3-point, they take off the hydraulic hookups on the back, or they use those hookups to power the loader.
Right. Shiz. I Volvoed too fast. Well, those storms never materialized. We were supposed to be here in the last 10, 15 minutes.
Well, you know how it's doing it, right? Is everybody was ready for the storm, and now the storm's going, well, now I'm not doing it.
That's exactly what happened.
You were all ready for me.
Right. Wasn't there like a tornado that killed like 7 people last night?
I don't know.
And maybe over the weekend, over this past weekend? I know in the South there were some bad tornadoes. I can't remember if it was Texas or whatever.
I don't pay attention to the Midwest. It's not my problem.
But when you guys run out of water, you'll be coming back.
Not here.
Freak's sake. Why?
You know when the apocalypse comes?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the San Luis Valley where the Rio Grande begins.
Yeah.
And I'm going to set dynamite at the bottom end of the valley and plug up the Rio Grande so the valley gets to keep all the water.
There you go. Fresh spring mountain water. Did you ever read Battlefield Earth?
No.
It takes place. It's not the San Luis Valley, but it takes place like in Colorado. The alien bases in Denver, or just outside of it. And
Just outside of it, like the Denver International Airport?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think that was built when he wrote it. And the guy's a weird. The guy that wrote it's a weirdo, and the movie was absolute garbage. But the book is actually a pretty good sci-fi book. It was surprising, like how well it came out.
I got a buddy that got me heavily addicted to this audiobook series. And like it's in paperback, but I'm enjoying the audiobook called The 10 Realms.
The 10 Realms.
Yeah. And so these two veterans that are they're practically brothers despite not being related. They get pulled into this world that like it's basically based on D&D. Like
okay.
Like when they level up, when they go to sleep, they get to see their character sheet and like add points to it. And, and they have like special abilities and. But like the world is very D&D.
Okay.
Like still doing swords and bows and arrows and magic spells and stuff. And these guys bring Earth tech, or like they find a way to bring Earth-type tech into the world. One of the guys becomes a forger, and so he figures out guns.
Almost like Final Fantasy, where they combine the two different, but with an actual story.
Yeah, this is a very long. It's 12 books long.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the whole series is like an audiobook. I think it's like a week and a half long.
That's so funny. I can't do audio. I read. So I like to read.
But yeah, and because it's D&D and you can have like just stupid high strength and dexterity and agility stats and all that stuff.
Right.
And one of the guys, he basically builds a belt-fed 20 millimeter shoulder-fired machine gun that fires magical rounds that he's basically shooting artillery from this thing, and so he just lays waste to everything. And like in the later series, they have airships, and they use what's called formations to make them fly. But they take it a step further and actually use aerodynamics and build their own. And so they have, from what I can tell in the description, it's kind of like a hybrid between the B2 and the SR-71. So you get that big old lambda wing configuration of the B2, but you get a big long fuselage from the SR-71.
Right.
And they build these things, and then they figure out guided missiles and all this stuff, and so they go on a rampage against this faction that waged war on them, and they annihilate this faction without even getting near the fight. Like, they have rail guns going off, shooting like 200 miles, missiles are going 400, and just decimating everything, and they tear apart this whole clan in like 2 hours with all of these little ships that they built.
That's so funny.
Or not little, they're huge, but like the way they fly across the realms, because every realm is a planet.
Oh, okay.
And, so they pop into the realm, and they're on the opposite side of the planet from this faction. And so the formations hold long enough for them to build some aerodynamic effect, and then they turn on rocket engines and blast around the planet at full speed.
So cheesy.
But like, it sounds cheesy the way I'm describing it. But like in the book,
but the story is well done.
Yeah, and like they have so many.
There was one that Mark read that was kind of similar. It was called "This guy gets sucked into like everybody on Earth gets killed because Earth hasn't paid its debts or whatever." And so the aliens return, and they're like, "You owe us money." It's almost like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but he gets pulled into these like dungeons and has to fight his way through the dungeons if he wants to survive. And in the end, the survivors will get to like inherit the Earth or what's left of it or whatever, and start over. So he's it's called. I think it's just called Dungeon Crawler is the name of the series, and it's pretty good so far. Like Mark played me the first chapter, so I'll probably end up maybe reading that for my next series. I'm finishing up a series that I'm already reading, but there's so many good sci-fi books out there.
Yeah, but I mean,
where are you at right now, by the way?
Crossing the big bridge on my way back.
You're like, I don't know. Are you coming back? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could probably close down for the night. I've got everything loaded into the sawmill, so I think we've gotten a full episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle's on his way back with more ore. So do you want to say goodnight, Kyle?
Night, everybody.
Night, everyone. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And I think we can either skip and go till tomorrow, or we can continue just to harvest all day. What do you want to do?
I say we harvest all day,
Okay.
fill up the lumber mill, and then try to get at least one run of just straight logs to somewhere to sell.
Yeah, I agree, because we're pretty low. We need some income. Oh, before we leave, I was gonna run real quick over to the museum.
That place with the stuff.
The thing with the thing. The museum is what I'm trying to say. The Great Woods Gallery, and see how many of these woody collectibles we've got. So far, we've got one. The lamb. 2.
Yeah.
The trout.
I really love this book series, and
I will have to check it out.
A ludicrous amount of detail, which is good because, like, I mean, it's 12 books, and so you can jam just tons and tons and tons of, detail into it.
The dog.
And
oh wait, I didn't cut the video yet. Hang on one sec. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. We'll see you next time. We have all these animals. We need to find more.